Hello everyone, and welcome to the weird, scary and horrible parts of humanity. Today we are looking into Seisaku Nakamura, known as the Hamamatsu Deaf Killer, who is one of the world's most unique serial killers as he committed his crimes as a teenager in the midst of the most deadly and atrocious conflict that the world had ever seen, World War II, and as you have probably guessed from his nickname, he was deaf. Nakamura was born in 1924 in Shizuoka, Japan, the son of Fumisada Nakamura and one of 3 children. He was born deaf. He was an intelligent individual achieving high marks at school but was treated poorly by his family and considered a social misfit, primarily because of his deafness. This led to difficulty in communicating with others. He began to develop fantasies of taking out vengeance and an obsession with samurai culture, and enjoyed watching movies where samurais slaughtered individuals with katana swords. On the 22nd of August 1938, he attempted to rape 2 women who resisted him. As a result, Nakamura, who was aged just 14, murdered them. In August 1941, at the age of 17, he began a murderous rampage. On the 18th of August 1941, he killed a 3rd woman and injured a 4th. 2 days later, he murdered a further 3 individuals. Police had a description of the murderer from the 4th victim, but were unable to make any headway. On the 27th of September 1941, he murdered his brother, having attacked his family, stabbing his brother in the chest, injuring his father, sister-in-law and his niece. While his family were interviewed by authorities, they did not admit that Nakamura attacked them and murdered his brother. News of the murders was suppressed due to the Second World War, with a news blackout, as the Japanese government was concerned that news about the unsolved murders would have reduced public morale. On the 30th of August 1942, Nakamura saw a young woman in the street and followed her home to her husband and 3 children. Murdering the woman and her husband, their youngest daughter and son, he then attempted to rape the oldest daughter. In the midst of the rape, she broke free and ran away, reporting the crime to the police, and gave a good description of Nakamura, who was already a suspect in the crimes against his family, as police believed that, because they were so coy about who had attacked them, it was most likely a member of the family. 6 weeks later, on the 12th of October 1942, the deaf killer was arrested for 9 murders. Eventually, he confessed to the other 2 murders in 1938, for which he was not suspected, bringing his total death toll up to 11. Trialed as an adult under the wartime law, with Japanese doctors claiming that Nakamura was not guilty by reason of insanity, his defense pleaded for a case of insanity. By 1942, Japan's fortunes in World War II were changing. During the Battle of Midway, the country lost 4 fleet carriers and saw 3,057 Japanese troops killed. This was the first defeat of the Japanese Navy. Additionally, mainland Japan was attacked for the first time during the Doolittle raid, which saw 16 aircraft bomb Tokyo. Japan also suffered a naval defeat in the Battle of the Coral Sea in 1942. Additionally, in September 1942, Japanese Marines in New Guinea were defeated at the Battle of Milne Bay, with further Allied victories at Guadalcanal in September 1942 on the British Solomon Islands. As a result of these defeats and further defeats in New Guinea against Australian forces, the Empire of Japan would be on the defensive from 1943. With Japan in the midst of a total war which was swiftly going against them, the trial of a deaf teenage serial killer turned out to be an extreme nuisance, and desperate to maintain public morale, the Japanese government and the Japanese courts wanted to get Nakamura's trial over and done with as quickly as possible. Nakamura's trial proceeded rapidly and he was executed shortly after, at the age of 19 in 1943. His father, Fumisada Nakamura, committed suicide as a result of his son's execution and crimes. The book Shensen no Shonen Hanzai, Youth Crime in Pre-War Japan, discussed the crimes of Nakamura and was published in October 2007. Thank you for watching. Please do yourself a favour and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to inform you when new videos come out. Also, why not hit that like button and leave a nice comment? It helps more than you know and your support is truly appreciated. Until next time, stay awesome, stay classy, be kind to everyone you meet, and have an amazing day.